I am channeling my inner Parisian Cafe vibes today as we talk about the brand new Replica Afternoon Delight perfume. So this is supposed to be a memory and fragrance inspired by Parisian Cafe, all the gourmand smells of the sweet bakery that you would find in Paris. I wouldn't know because I've never been to Paris, but we're gonna pretend. So if you wanna know my thoughts, my first impressions, and a little bit of wear test review on this beautiful new perfume, then stick around and we're gonna dive right on it. All right, guys, so welcome if you're new here. I am Cher. So a little backdrop here. You guys who have been around will know my little fragrance journey that I used to be a complete non-perfume person. I did not like perfumes at all. I liked more like body wash sprays. I liked a lot of like Bath and Body Works. But over the last year, I've completely transformed into an absolutely obsessed fragrance person. It just has to be the right fragrances for me. I absolutely love definitely like fruities and florals, and I love anything with coconut. So I'm on the kind of tropical vibe. However, I really do love gourmands as well. They have to be the right gourmands though. I don't love just any, like, I don't want to smell like pizza, you know, but I love like sweet, sugary, vanilla sometimes, like those are my vibes all the way. So this perfume is exactly that. This is your gourmand lover fragrance, and it's more on the sweet side of gourmand. So we're going to talk about that. I actually just recently shared that this is a brand new drop. I was talking about it in my beauty news video. I've started bringing you guys these videos every week now where we share what all is new in beauty, all the new releases, and I cover fragrance too. And this one had not dropped as of the time of that video, but it just now did. I had it on my list to grab and I wasn't sure. I was going back and forth. The notes sounded amazing and I figured it was going to be a very popular one. And as I predicted, it is indeed sold out right now, guys. So it's exclusively at Sephora, but it is out of stock. So I knew it was going to sell out. But to my surprise and delight, I didn't even mean to say that because this is named Afternoon Delight, but it was a true delight that this showed up in my mailbox in PR. So it was kindly gifted this from Mason Fragrances. All right. So I am thrilled. This is my first PR from them. And so I thought, wow, the universe is on my side. Just lines up beautifully. And so I'm so tickled pink to be able to try this sold out fragrance. I hope it will restock for you guys so that you can try it. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and do a little review. So as I said, this is supposed to be inspired by like a Parisian Cafe. You're supposed to be kind of picking up on the vanilla, like Madeleine cookies. I don't even know if I say it right. I always butcher names, guys, ingredients, names, fragrances, brands. Please forgive me that I say everything wrong, especially when it's French, even though I took French in high school. Go figure. So yes, so work with me, but the little Madeleine cookies, all right? So it's supposed to kind of have notes of that just make you think of a French bakery and make you kind of want to smell like afternoon tea in Paris is kind of the vibes it's supposed to be giving us. I think it is perfect for this time of year. I love gourmands in the fall. I feel like in the fall is when I want to smell all the bakery scents, and I'm really big on vanilla in the fall, and this does have vanilla in it. It is a warm vanilla, and it even says in the fragrance subscription, warm vanilla Madeleine. And the style description is memory in a fragrance. So it's supposed to be taking us back to the Parisian Cafe. I think there was like 1996 is the period. So Paris, 1996, Providence, and period. So it is very sweet, pretty light, and definitely vanilla is kind of the top note that I'm smelling from it, but it's like in a very sweet and airy way. Their fragrance description of this is Afternoon Delight is a tribute to those moments of joy and self-indulgence, capturing the essence of savoring a warm and sweet pastry in a Parisian cafe. So you have the following notes. We have vanilla, Madeline Accord, I know I'm probably saying it wrong yet again, and sandalwood. So it's giving a cozy warmth with a soft, comforting finish. And they describe the scent type as warm and sweet. And I would definitely agree with it. It is exactly that, warm and sweet. That's exactly how I would describe it if I only had 2 words to describe this fragrance. My other thoughts on this, I mean, it definitely I smell a little light hint of cookie, like a little, I don't know, like meringue cookie or something. And then with that, the warm vanilla. You know, I feel like with vanilla, there's almost different types, and this one definitely takes on a little hint of that warmer kind. So immediately, as I've said, I think the vanilla is definitely like the base coming through, but I don't notice any top, middle, or bottom notes. I think it's just kind of like a linear, just a few notes in it, a pretty simple fragrance. And one thing that I have noticed in the wear test, guys, is that like I sprayed it on and I did not really notice a difference in how the scent changed once it dried down and even once it has worn. So I sprayed a little last night before bed. I slept in it, and then I woke up today and I sprayed a teeny bit more this morning, and then I've had it on all the day. I won't say all day because I'm filming like it's around lunchtime right now. So it's probably been 6 hours of wear today, and I wore it all last night without, you know, cleaning it off in between. And it has held up the entire time. It's like I have not noticed any change in how it has dried down or worn. I feel like it's the same scent. So, you know, I feel like it's just kind of a very simple set of notes in it that have just lasted, and they are wearing very well. It's not too strong. It's a very light, airy feel. Like I said, you're just picking up on sweet and vanilla. And so it's just that perfect mix. Because for me, I am a little sensitive. I can't handle very strong perfumes. So it's not too strong, but yet it wears very well. Overall, it's fantastic. I mean, I would give it very high ratings. Is it the very favorite tippity top of my favorite fragrance? Not necessarily, because I'd probably lean a little more like even sweeter and anything more coconutty and almost milky. I don't pick up on a lot of like milky. It's kind of just a straight shot of like very warm vanilla with a little hint of like sweet cookie is the best way I know to describe it, and just very light and airy. And so I don't have a lot of other accords in there, and I think I actually kind of like those other accords. Sometimes I like a little touch of like a milkier coconuttier like mix in there too that this doesn't have. So but it just depends on what your preferences are. Like you might like that, you might not like the milkier, you know, extras that get added in. So for me, I definitely love it. I definitely recommend it. I think it is so very worth it. I think as far as gourmands go, this is at the top of some of my favorites for gourmands for sure. It is kind of a perfect mix, I think. Yeah, so if you are wanting to smell like a cookie with a pretty stronger dash of warmth to it, then this fragrance is for you. So for my cookie lovers, does it take me to a Parisian Cafe? Since I've never been to Paris, I don't know. But, you know, when I think of what am I going to smell when I walk into a Parisian Cafe, I would probably be expecting some macaroons. Aren't they French? Or do I have that wrong? Is that Italy? I don't know. I would expect a little more like other, like croissants and other cookies, and I don't necessarily think of straight vanilla, like warm vanilla, when I think of a Parisian Cafe. So I don't know. To me, it doesn't scream Parisian vibes as much, like cafe vibes. It kind of screams a little more warmth. Like I don't think of warm when I think of Paris. But the sweet cookie part that I'm picking up on, that's the part that reminds me of the Parisian Cafe. So if that makes sense to you. So I think it's just the fact that it's a little mix of both it throws me off a little bit, but it's delicious. It definitely smells delicious and absolutely love it. So that wraps it up for today, guys. It's a little quicker, but I did just want to kind of give my full review. And since I had the opportunity, I'm so thankful to get this in PR. I definitely wanted to give you that disclaimer, but it's still my absolute honest review. Honestly, I'm not even sure if they're going to see it on YouTube. I will share it on Instagram. So definitely giving you guys my honest feedback, but no, I do think it's a great one. So especially if you are a gourmand lover and if you are intrigued and like that mix of the sweet and the warm. All right, so that takes care of it for today. If you love fragrance, make sure you stick around because I am going to start a brand new series each month where I rank all the fragrances I've worn for the month and like how I've layered them. So we're going to start that new. I already do this with my eyeshadow palettes, but I'm going to start them for fragrance soon here. And I also share other, fragrance and other types of beauty here too. We do a lot of beauty boxes. And sometimes we get fragrance in our beauty boxes. So yeah, if all of that is of interest, you'll want to pop that subscribe, turn the notification bells on so you don't miss it in the future. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.